Alright, so let's get it rocking again. Let's try a room on TryHackMe. Let's go ahead and try a capture the flag room. Let's do a medium room today, so I decided a little jingle for the bells. Now, while we're waiting for Advent of Cyber, day 9, we will do this room here. I'm gonna pick CTF, most popular is fine, and then we're gonna do medium and remove the one I completed. And the very first page, we have like Active Directory, relevant, security misconfiguration, dog cat. I remember the dog cat room from old days of TryHackMe. Blog, WordPress, to be WordPress, or dog cat. Both are PHP rooms. You know what? I'm gonna pick the blog one because why not? I'm gonna join it. And let's spin it up then. So, start machine. Let's begin reading the room. What is this all about? Billy Joel made a blog on his home computer and started working on it. It was going to be awesome. Enumerate this box and find 2 flags that are hidden on it. Billy has some weird things going on his laptop. Can you maneuver around and get what you need? Or will you fall down the rabbit hole? So there are probably some rabbit holes you need to stay out of, but I wonder if they're gonna rickroll us. In order to get the blog to work with AWS, you need to add blog.tmh to your etc host file. So this is a guy called Spooky for the root privilege escalation idea. That's very fun. So, all right. So I'm still a bit sick, as you might notice. Also, my cough. So I really, apologize for the nose, and for my voice, and my energy is a little low. So let's get this started. We have the IP address. So let's go take the let's take the IP address and go to sudo nano etc hosts, and then let's just add, and it's called blog.tmh, I think it was. So let's go to blog.tmh, just like that, and see if we get a hit back. So that is exactly what they asked us to do, and it actually works. We did get an actual page from blog.tmh, and that is the very first thing we have. So now, apart from that, let's go ahead and do our normal stuff. I know they're probably not gonna be any interesting findings on Nmap. Doesn't hurt to do it. Let's also do a directory scan, and let's just do it on the actual website. Now that we have it, blog.tmh. So I think that's gonna be it. Yes, and we are getting stuff like login and the typical WordPress things, but sometimes they're doing some sneaky nerd things, and we're not gonna be happy about it. Alright, so what you got back here is the port scan. Port 22 is open, SSH, standard version, nothing crazy going on. Port 80 and Apache, standard version, nothing crazy. WordPress, sure, Billy Joel. One disallowed entry is HTTP robots, but we do have robots to text we can go ahead and try, so let's do that. So let's do robots. .text, and we do see that it has something like this. Basically, wAdmin path is the path to the normal admin login that's gonna find. It's nothing crazy, and this is also nothing crazy, so let's just leave it there for now. we did find some Samba stuff going on, and we can see that it's called blog, the computer name, and message saying enabled but not required. Account guests, yes, so might be able to get a connection to the SMP server. So that's really good. Now, we've learned earlier in the TryHackMe event that we could do something like this. We could take the IP address and just go ahead and write SMP like that, and try and access it. Maybe I should do, is it /? I don't remember. No, it doesn't really work. So it seems that WordPress is the answer. What version of the above CMS was being used? Yeah. So we can go ahead and check out if we can see any versions here. Power by WordPress, login, doesn't show. Maybe we can check the source out. That's gonna give something away sometimes. Let's see. Now, we could go ahead and start WP scan to find, you know, interesting information. And I think we should. Hey Billy, is there something? Yeah, they have it there. So that might be a better idea. So I think we should just go ahead and do a WP scan. So let's do. So that's the URL. So it's basically just HTTP blog TryHackMe, and we will find. Do you want to update it? Yes, of course. Update complete. So it should start scanning. I hope it will. Okay, so we're getting some feedback. It's the URL started and such. Let's check out the scan. We do have something called node from mom. Is that the actual page on? Yes, that is the Karen Wheeler. And we have 2 comments on that. Yeah, doesn't really seem like we have any interesting things going on there. Okay, so we got some feedback now from this. Just looking to find any sort of, well, we know, version of the README file found. So we have a README file. I don't think that's gonna give us anything, but let's just copy selection. Okay. It does talk about different kind of system requirements, but it doesn't seem like we have any direct. Can we access the update core? No, we cannot. Upload directory, aggressive detection enabled. So is that something interesting there for us? Usually there's not anything there, you know, it's just some dull folders, but doesn't hurt to check it out. And we also have a cron available. Version 5.0 identified. Would that then be the answer? So 5.0 is correct. So that we found one of the answers. So basically now we need to... Well, there's actually a hint here. So it's, if we take the hint, it says not where you think. There would be some sort of URL we need to find. So I guess that'd be interesting. Insecure. That's gonna be the version we're gonna look for an exploit for on ExploitDB, I assume. I guess this is it. So let's go to ExploitDB and run WordPress 5.0. Okay, so maybe that is not the... So maybe WordPress 5... Okay, so exploit remote code execution. That's a very direct version, which is something we have here as a Python script, and when I use it by the IP the port, username and pass. Is this authenticated? Image remote code execution. So I need credentials, as we can see right here. I don't have that, so that doesn't really give us anything at all. Alright, so it seems like that we need some sort of user now, but I think we have the exploits. Let's keep it there. Now, the beauty about VP login is that you can do something like enumerate. Then it's, is it like that? WP scan. Is that how you spell it? Enumerate. Because you can enumerate different kind of users. There we have it. Tag enumerate. So let's go ahead and take this. Not the most beautiful way of copy pasting. And let's do is users. That should enumerate users for us, and I guess we could just go ahead on the other side here and create a file and call it WP blog text, and then underscore users, and then nano inside of that file. Now at some point we should get some users here, enumerating users via passive aggressive methods. It's going to be pounding the door. Now I do expect, yes, we have Bjorl, that's going to be this user, and Queel going to be that user. So that user, and we have a user there. So it does seem like we have to do some sort of, brute forcing with WP scan in order to log in, and I think I have a cheat sheet on how to do that. So the general idea is to add on the tag U, and then it's WP blog. Is it? I'm on the same. Okay, it seems like I'm in a folder called A. Let's just one more time say tag u wp users, and then we need to add on a user, so user share word list, and I think I'm gonna use VidIQ for now. That's gonna brute force our way through and try and guess the different passwords for. And it will of course also do null scans, which is something, I don't know how to skip it, but this is the part we config backups. Okay, doesn't really matter too much, but we need to find the something more to get us further now. Let us run and see. I'm not sure about the SMBs for now. Let's just leave it. That's definitely not something that I wish to do. And check on this. It's going to take a while. And let's do perform password attacks. So we're going to try passwords on the two different users, different kind of passwords. I'm going to pause the video and get back when it's done. Alright, so after a good amount of waiting, I decided that this is not the way. So sometimes we're just gonna abort and say this is a crazy long time. I just went ahead and did some tasks, got back 27 minutes later. I was like, no. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and boot up Metasploit console. I know there is a WordPress enumeration user brute forcing, aka anything in Metasploit, and I think that's gonna be a bit better. So let's search WordPress enum, something like that. No. Let's see, WordPress content long login enum. Yes, that's the one. So 23, use 23. Show options for this particular one here, and we have some users. So we're gonna set the user file to WP that, and then we're gonna set the password, specific passwords, enumerate users, blank passwords, pass file to user share word list VidIQ, and we probably need to set some sort of remote set our hosts, I guess. Yes. So let's take the IP address. There we go. And that should do it more or less, I guess. And while this is running, we'll just keep our eyes open and see that they're both true. So we should see a lot of usernames going down really soon. Anytime now. User validation. So it's doing different kind of things. The first part of the script, running user enumeration and running user validation, and I don't know how long that's gonna take. Let's see, did we fill everything out true? We should set no to that, anyways. Yes, we did fill it out. 80, yes. Stopping success, yes. So I guess it's just about waiting now. So I'm gonna pause the video one more time and let's get back when it's done. Now that I think about it, we need to, within the description, we need to set the host to blog.tryhackme, because that was the name that they want us to use. Let's run more time because we do remember in the task description they say like that is the way AWS works, so we should probably obey that. So now it works even better. It shows that we found 2 users, 1 and user ID 3. And now that we're in that, it's stored in. It is all stored in some. We can go ahead and check it out. We don't need that. And WordPress user validation running user validation. So this is gonna take a while, I guess. Again, not sure how long. So let's one more time pause the video and get back when it's done. Alright, so as we can see, it takes a long time to build the VidIQ password list here. So what I think I'm going to do is to divide it a bit. So let me find a way to do that, and let's do it then. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're going to take a clean window here and say we're going to store the, let's go to user, share word lists, and we see the VidIQ list right there. So we're going to take head and say the first, let's just assume the first 3000 from that particular use list. I'm going to save it in VidIQ 3000. Let's call it something different. Let's just call it VidIQ mean.text, and let's just permission denied. Maybe just call it passwords. So we cannot save anything there. Let's just take it and say. Alright, so let's instead take the VidIQ user list, like user, share word list, VidIQ, and save it. Let's just call it 3000 really. And that's it. So we have the 3000 right there. So let's go back and show options and set the pass file to 3000. Let's run the exploit one more time, and hopefully it will speed up the process quite a deal, so we can get our password for the user, if there is any passwords, of course. But if I suspect that TryHackMe did the same thing again, we're taking only the top amount of passwords to try and break our way through. This is definitely gonna give us some sort of success. So I'm gonna pause the video and get back when this stops running. Alright, so checking out, we got the ping back for successful password called QtPy1 for user Queel. So let's take that list there and open a text document. Just paste in the actual username and password. And then let's exit this particular module. I think let's just go back to this exploit that we found earlier here on image remote code execution. Not really sure what that's gonna do for us, but need the theme. Okay, so do we still have the scan? I think I'll stop this for now. The scan, no we don't. Let's take the WP scan and just do that. Let's try and copy paste this code here. So we should have remote code execution. And take this tab and say nano WordPress rce.py, paste it in. No. Let's try one more time. Copy, paste it in. No. Why? Let's take all this one more time. Then let's copy, paste it. There we go. And then let's do a Python 3. Okay, so it would seem that we did get successful HTTP block TMH, port is the same. The username would be Queel, and the password PewDiePie, and the WordPress theme would be, let's see if we can get that. The theme would be, let's see, maybe I'm not looking in the right place, but it's called 2020. Yep, so let's take that. Let's give it a go. No. And this was Python 3, yes it was. Okay, so maybe that is not the correct. Yeah, maybe this is just not working, so maybe that is not the correct. Let's go back to Metasploit and load that up. So let's go ahead and search for WordPress 5.0, and we do get different kind of. Okay, so we're gonna look at the rank for excellent. I like RCE better than upload, so let's try this. Also newer, this is older, so it should be fixed. So let's say use 0 and show options. Let's set the R host to blog TryHackMe. Let's set the username to. I kind of hope this works because we're getting, you know, we kind of don't have much more left in the tank to try. So let's see, try password, set password, sorry, and localhost. I don't know, is that me? It's gonna be my TryHackMe address. So let's see, self lhost. I think that is the, yeah, so show up one more time. So that is set. That is set. Let's run this. So far so good. Preparing payload, authentication, image uploaded. Ooh. So it actually worked. We logged in. Now, while this is just loading itself, let me just try WP admin. And it's not going to show you the source code. You will have the login page. Yes, so let's take the username and the password. So it's another thing we could do. Sending stage, it's a staged payload, so we logged in. We cannot access any files here. So if we had, like, you know, the typical edit tool or whatever, attempt to clean up files. So we have another stage here. So nothing crazy is going on. We can definitely log in and look at things. but we're gonna put our money on the Metasploit module that is going to be finished executing, I hope so, really soon. I really just want to have this one message that we got a session. So, don't have anything else running that could take time. Nope, nothing. So it's fine. And let's check one more time. Oh, we have an interpreter, so let's do shell. Alright, can we do like bash? No. Do we have a way to get a better shell? Alright, so let's go ahead and try and find some things now. Let's go ahead and say find f user the text from, oh, let's just do from the, can we do like stuff like that? No. Shell. Let's go ahead and open our previous document from the desktop here. There we go. Let's do, I don't think, can we do this in Metasploit? I don't remember. We can. No term variable set. Let's set the term variable. It's right there. No, I need to copy paste probably. There we go, clear. Now let's go ahead and do a, can I do like a, let's, I don't remember that. So Linux find file. There you go. So yes, find whatever type if. So that is the command we can use. I'm gonna, I put my money on, say that tag name user the text, and we have it. No, oh my. So that is the very first flag we can get. So copy paste. Okay. Let's do one more search, and definitely let's do, let's take, need to say everything is diverted to dev null. That is an error, so let's just take the actual results and that have some success and put it to the screen. Okay, so let's terminate that and do a find slash, let's do a better one. Type, just look at my notes here, it's a file, it's a name, it's user, it's a text. I'm going to divert all errors to dev null. So we still find this file, but we need to find another one. Maybe we should save this command so we don't spoil it. It's just somewhere in the document. So this is going to take too long. Let me just write shell again. Next, let's try and look for files with a higher privileged access. Let's do yeah, so permission 2000 files, 4000, sorry. So let's see, oh, we got a few. checker. Let's go to checker. We need to check that out. Maybe we can check out the... Is there something like... We could charge it for bins. Checker. No. So that's definitely some sort of binary file we should check out. So let's just save that result right there. And let's check out what that is. So show one more time and put in that. Let's do a file on it. This is some sort of binary file, and it seems that we can read and execute it. So let's execute it. Not an admin. Let's do strings on it, and what we find here is maybe okay, so it kind of executes bin bashes sometime, probably if we are, so we have to prove that we are an administrator to it in some way. Let's try ltrace. Let's definitely try that. And I have another upgraded shell, so it's pretty bad, but you know how it is. Okay, so it's checking an environment variable called admin. So let's go ahead and just create one. Say let's export admin, and we need to set it to something, you know. But depending on how did they think when they created this? When they say like an admin variable, do they check it for value? You know, typically a 0 is equal to false and a 1 is equal to true. So did they use the word true or the number 1? I'm not sure, but I'm lazy typing 1. Now I will copy paste this. What? Oh my. Okay, so that's really good. Cat root.text, that's the first flag. That's really good. So let's take it. We need to find the the flag of a user still, so that's gonna, that's not so I need to just, oh, we have it right there then. So this is gonna be the funny enough that I couldn't see it before. Oh, it's without the user. And the content of that would be that. So we completed the room. Definitely got some hiccups in this room. Definitely got some hiccups, but it was okay. The reason we couldn't see that, let's investigate. So let's do ls tag al, and not that now. I want to see the media USB. Alright, so let's do So definitely not able to see that. We needed to be root or the other user, and we got in with the user called Queel, something like that. And we were not the user Bjorl, so we could not see it or anything. So basically that's that could be one of the reasons. So let's try and exit, and we're now data. So let's go into /media now, and we can actually see the USB drive. So let's do CD USB. Can CD to USB. Yeah. So we definitely. So let's say USB. Yeah. Can't open. So we are locked out. That is why we couldn't see it. So looking back, not the most beautiful way of exploiting, I would say, but it worked and we did it. I'm happy for it, and I apologize for my oh, need to click this as well. So there we go. And I apologize for my energy and my throat is feeling a bit off. Been sick for the past 3 days, so I'm really hoping to get better tomorrow so we can do more interesting stuff. But for this now, we did a vlog. It was a medium room on TryHackMe, and it was kind of fun. I liked it. So I want to say happy hacking, and see you for the next room of Admiral Cyber Day 9. Yeah.